And it was time for our best player in our preseason to get on the ball. DIERßEN pairs up with Strandberg, and DIERßEN scores to make a beautiful goal.
This world is ours tonight. We'll go on forever, like the phoenix. We will rise. We will
rise. The preseason friendlies are all over now, and in 4 days' time, we will be playing our first league game of the season. This is our opportunity to start off on the right foot. We need to start winning as many games as possible so that we can reach the league title and get promoted up to the Football League 1, making our way closer to the Barclays Premier League. But without further ado, let's get into the first game of this Football League 2 season. This is what we've been waiting for this whole time. The Football League 2 season has commenced, and our first game is going to be versus Cheltenham Town. Hopefully, we can get the 3 points of this first game. This is our squad, a 4-3-3. This is a squad we used during the preseason, and the player that really stood out was Tim DIERßEN. He was one of the lower rated players, but he's been playing so well for us, and hopefully the form he had in the preseason can move on to this league season. Now here's Vigo, Julian Vigo, a great ball to Strandberg, and Carlos Strandberg with the first opportunity in the 33rd minute. That could have been our goal, but now it's Haynes on the ball. He shoots it, hits off the post. We get very lucky, and that was their first attempt. And before the first half did end, Tim DIERßEN gets taken down, and the poster boy of our career mode, Diego Fagundes, was going to take it. He takes it, a very good shot. It just goes wide, and we go into the second half. Here is Haynes pairing up with Herod, and that is the first goal of the game in the 51st minute. We are losing. Mitriyushkin could have done a better job, but we are down 1-0. Haynes with the goal, and we did get an opportunity, but it was an easy shot to block. But here's Haynes once again pairing up with Herod. Anderson was pulled down. We had a lot of small players in the box, and we do end off the game losing 1-0. We lose our first game of the league season, and these are our stats of the game. We had 4 shots, 2 on target, and we were controlling most of the game, but we do lose a game. Isaac Sewakambu comes out with the Man of the Match award, but that wasn't enough. He did very well in defense, but that one goal led us to defeat, and that is a very disappointing loss. And we have to look forward now to our next game, that's going to be versus Wigan Athletic in the Capital One Cup. We already have a cup game that we're going to be playing in, and it's going to be versus a very difficult side. But here's Kim Bong-kyung. He leaves it for Clark, and Clark with a great opportunity. That could have been the first goal, but Mitriyushkin once again messes up. He leaves the ball, and we concede in the 4th minute versus Wigan. I don't know what's going on with Mitriyushkin. Is he nervous? I think he is, because if he weren't, he wouldn't have made those mistakes. But in the 40th minute, here's Little. We leave it off to Strandberg. He drags out the defender. He cuts in. Can he go for the shot? He's wide open, and yes, Strandberg scores in the 40th minute. That was a great play. Little with the assist, and with that goal, we tie the game up 1-1. But look at this defensive error. A great save from Mitriyushkin, and in the 65th minute, a long ball to Strandberg. What is the goalkeeper doing? We chip it over, and Strandberg was trying to be like Lionel Messi. Donza with a free kick, and that is a close opportunity. It hits off the post. Look at this replay, a beautiful curve, and it just hits the post. And it was time to make some substitutions. We take out Donza, Strandberg, and Sewakambu, and we put in some fresh legs, and it worked out because McCartan's on the wing. He shoots it, and it hits off the post, and Dirk puts the goal in, but that was offside. 1-1, 79th minute. We leave it off to Whitehead, and he does not score. He misses. and he was so far the best player on the pitch. But McCartan, he was doing so well replacing Strandberg. He leaves it off to Bruna, and Bruna, the winger that was here in Mersin since the beginning, he scores to make it 2-1. A great assist from McCartan, and the original players from this team sure are packing a punch. A beautiful goal, and we are winning 2-1 versus Wigan. Bruna with a great opportunity in the second half of extra time, and that was going to be the end of the game. We win 2-1 and we continue on in the Capital One Cup. We knock out Wigan Athletic, a bigger squad than us, a more competitive squad, and we make it to the next round. But Whitehead was the best player in my opinion. He got a 6.8 match rating, and he did very well playing as our starting center mid, replacing DIERßEN. But now we're going to be facing Dagenham, and their best player is Daniel Carr. He has a 73 average rating right now, and he overall has great acceleration, great sprint speed. He's a striker, but he can also play as a right winger. He's a very good young player. He already has 1 goal in this season, so he's a player that we're going to have to look for in the next game. And we are finally going to be playing our first home game of the season, and we have the support of our fans. They saw what we did versus Wigan, and they're happy that we made it to the next round of the Capital One Cup. We leave the same 4-3-3 that we started off the season with. Hopefully, we can do much better. And this is a squad that Dagenham brought a 5 in the back that was going to be very hard to crack open. But here's Donsa pairing up with DIERßEN in the 5th minute. We get an opportunity, but their defense was all over us. Here's Bokad with an opportunity, and yes, he scores in the 10th minute. What was Mitriyushkin doing once again? He could have covered that, but they scored to make it 1-0, and we're losing once again. Anderson with a great header, but that was not going to do anything. DIERßEN is on the ball, and he gets taken down. I don't know why people like taking him down and falling him, but Van Gundes was going to take it, and that was going to be a good attempt. It just went over the crossbar. And before we go into the second half, here's DIERßEN with Strandberg. Vigel makes a run. There's a shot, and it hits the damn crossbar. Things were going well for us, but we couldn't finish our chances. Here's Vigel with DIERßEN, and DIERßEN gets taken down in the box. And yes, that is a penalty. No questions asked. Look at this replay. He gets taken down very, very harshly, and it was going to be Dirk to take the penalty kick, our best penalty taker. He took the first penalty in the first game of the preseason, and hopefully he can make this in to make it 1-1, and that is exactly what he does. Dirk was very well composed. He shot it in the top left corner, and we make it 1-1 in the 57th minute. And honestly, after we scored this goal, I was so relieved because I thought we were going to lose another game, and we needed that goal as soon as possible. In the 72nd minute, we had to take out to Dirk, who had a great game, and we put in Gerardo Bruna, who had a great game in the Capital One Cup. And as soon as he gets in, he passes it to Strandberg. Strandberg to DIERßEN, and DIERßEN scores to make it 2-1 in the 76th minute. 4 minutes after we made the change, we made this spectacular goal, and DIERßEN, the man of the hour, scores the goal to make it 2-1. I am so happy that he's in our team, and everyone's celebrating. The fans are all happy, and all we have to do now is defend well and go on the counterattack. A great save from Mitriyushkin. It was time to make some more substitutions. 3 minutes left in the game. We take out Strandberg and we put in McCartan. Vigel sees McCartan make the run, and that is a great pass. Beautiful vision and great accuracy. McCartan's on the ball. He leaves it for Van Gundes, and that is an easy tapping goal for Van Gundes to make it 3-1. All Van Gundes had to do was come up and put that in the back of the net. A great assist from McCartan. As soon as he came in, he did an impact too. But we come out of the game winning 3-1. And that was a well-deserved win versus Dagenham. We had 7 shots, 5 on target, and we totally dominated the other team in the second half, and we win the game 3-1. The player of the game was Tim DIERßEN. He comes out with an 8.8 match rating, and he scored the goal to give us the win. But it was time to change the instructions for Strandberg. I don't like the way he's been playing. He has had a goal and an assist, but I don't like the way how he hasn't been involved in the game. So we're going to get into the last game of this episode versus Hartlepool, and Van Gundes was going to have a great game, and so was DIERßEN. But here's Bruna. He passes the ball to Donsa. He makes a forward run. Donsa with a great pass, and he just just saved that. The goalkeeper with a great save, and it was 0-0 in the 47th minute, second half. Little on the ball. There's a header from McCartan, a great save, and yes, DIERßEN is there to finish off the play, and he scores to make it 1-0. He's always there in the perfect times, and he's just having such a great season. And look at how the defender was flipped. The goalkeeper flipped his own teammate, and Hartlepool, we're gonna have a great opportunity. Juicen is all by himself. Mitrjushkin with the save, and yes, they make it 1-1. But in the 63rd minute, we pass it off to Bruna, and Bruna does this. What kind of crappy shot was that? When I saw that, I had to take him out. We put in Turdirk. Bruna was playing so bad in the second half, but here's a center to McCartan, and he barely made any contact with that. We have to make more substitutions so we can get fresh legs into the side. And Fagundes is on the ball. He gets past the defender with beautiful bicycles, and he shoots it, but a great save from the goalkeeper. And that is all she wrote. The game ends 1-1. This was a very competitive game. We did have opportunities, but DIERßEN gave us a goal to draw the game, and he was the man of the match once again, getting a 7.5 match rating, 100% shooting, 100% passing accuracy. But this is how the league table is looking. We are in 10th place with 4 points. Shrewsbury is in first with 9, and Tim Deason has an average rating of a 76, scoring 2 goals in 3 appearances. That is a great season so far for him. But this is the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to slap a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you are new, and if we can get over 100 likes on today's episode, that would be greatly appreciated. Tomorrow will be the Q&A, so expect that tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time. But I've been Quinkun, and I'll see you guys next time.